Okay, recording. Welcome everyone to our fifth episode of Work Kerjaya. Yay!
Hey,
Hey, hi
Yay!
everyone.
Hi. I hope
Hello.
everyone who is tuning in is doing fine. And today's topic will be gigging. It is a fun and rewarding journey, and I think I want to start with why we chose this topic today. This is because we have seen the data from Malaysia and then in Indonesia, because the unemployment rate in both countries have reached, I think, enormous number as of August 2021, with fresh graduates being in direct competition to experienced workers. And then the number associated with unemployment are becoming more worrying, leading to the youth becoming less confident about their future. And the logic is that if you don't have enough experience, you cannot get a job. And however, without a job, you cannot gain experience. So how do you break yourself from this cycle? So today we are going to, I think, share tips and then hear from our giggers on how to jump into a more rewarding and supportive career path, that is gigging career path. I think before
wow.
anything,
Yeah. Well, I'm really,
yeah,
I'm really impressed how Natalie is like giving the
Yeah,
introduction. Like,
yeah,
bro,
yes,
this
yes,
is critical thing, and we need to break this vicious cycle.
yes,
yeah,
Good
yes,
yeah,
job,
yes.
man.
yes. And we need
Thank
to, start everything with data. The truth
Yeah,
is, it is bad out there, but we do have a solution for you
yeah.
who are looking
Yes,
for
Good job.
career
yes, yes,
alternatives.
yes,
Okay, so I
correct.
think I will pass the mic to my friend Atif to
All
kick
right,
off.
okay, so thank you, Nat. So for a very informative and full of data. All right. Okay. Uh, for today lah, okay. Actually kita punya tajuk ni actually quite interesting punya tajuk, which is a fun and rewarding journey. Okay, kita dah masuk episod 5, so every episode kita try bagi yang the best, and we try to share which is more ataupun yang interesting punya topik yang kita boleh bagi, atau kita bagi input kepada people yang out there ataupun giggers yang mana yang berminat, yang memang ada masalah, dan this one yang orang kata apa, salah satu platform as a rujukan. Alright, so bila kita dengar pasal rewards, okay, apa yang first kali ada dalam kepala you guys? Okay, rewards. Macam saya ni daripada kita bring back sikit lah kepada waktu kecil kan. Okay, my father always said, kalau you nak this, then you kena buat this. You mean tak? You faham tak?
Yeah.
Kalau you nak kereta mainan itu remote control punya car kan, okay, you tolong potong rumput ke kan, bersihkan rumah, dan you get asset. So I punya
Yeah.
kepala dia imprint kan. So jadilah sekarang ni. So jadilah manusia yang sekarang ni. So itu in term of reward tu for me lah. I mean, it's not very ilmiah ke apa tak, tapi
Yeah.
this is apa yang most people and regular people akan apa, parents akan buat lah zaman-zaman kita. So how about you, Dana?
I think for me kan, bila cakap tentang reward ni, for me is a sense of fulfill lah. Okay, like bila I buat satu benda, and then I feel like okay, there is a result, and then there's a progress. I feel macam what they call it, fulfill in bahasa, I'm not quite sure, but
Penuhi.
I feel dah macam penuhi, and I feel like okay, I want to do more. So this is something for me, I would say reward for me lah, how I define myself. So Natalie, how about you?
I think reward, since I was a kid, I always associate reward with something that makes me happy. And then, of course, penuhi makes me feel full. So I think reward should make you feel valuable and also happy. It can be anything. It can be something materialistic, and it can be also something, a feeling. So I think there are so many ways to describe rewards. But I'm very excited to hear from Aisha, or awesome figure of, what do you think
Aisyah?
about reward?
Ya, apa
Okay.
yang
Thank you. Okay, for me, reward journey like macam you dah macam bekerja keras 1 bulan or 1 hari tu untuk bekerja, and then you should get that. Maksudnya you layak untuk dapatkan benda tu. And then you kena penuhi permintaan you juga, sebab macam you patut dapatkan sesuatu untuk bahagiakan you untuk the next day untuk bekerja. Untuk like macam lebih kepada tekanan lah, macam bahagiakan diri sendiri.
Apa barang yang kalau Aisyah akan kata benda tu, kalau aku dapat benda tu paling happy lah, macam Aisyah akan rasa
kalau
happy
saya
lah.
perempuan, saya perempuan mestilah macam tudung,
Makeup.
baju,
Okay.
makeup.
Yeah.
Sama kan?
Yeah, I can relate. Yeah.
Okay, other than that,
Betul.
boyfriend, ni ke, future husband ke,
Boyfriend
dapat makeup dah terus happy lah. Okay, aku tak nak dah.
can eat out. Yeah, craving for some food, ada reward lah.
Yes.
Macam you food hunting, like just reward for yourself. You should do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, apa yang tu biasalah, biasanya perempuan ataupun lelaki ni like common lah. Maksudnya kita buat something untuk kita dapatkan sesuatu ataupun dapat reward diri kita. Okay, so apa yang saya nak share kat sini actually dekat quote, kita ada very start of kata job yang kita boleh buat within, if let's say kalau you tak nak kerja tetap ke, you nak cari, you ada banyak masa terluang ke apa ke, so why not you kena I mean you join quote, you tahu macam mana proses untuk you nak kerja, tak perlukan resume, no hustle and everything, then you work with the fun way, ataupun you betul-betul suka that job kan, you enjoy because you have your own free time, you tak perlu terikat dengan others company kan, you nak cuti pun anytime you can cuti. So after that, bila you dah end of the day, end of the month tu, you akan dapat salary and you rewards lah, you pergi tengok wayang dengan kawan ke kan, you belanja orang makan ke, you eat something kan. Alright, so itu yang apa yang kita ada lah dekat quote kan.
Yeah,
alright.
I think I want to add on something, Atif, because I love what Aisha just said about reward. I think I would like to think of it like reward is my target. And for example, if I want to get the latest, let's say fashion products, I would need the cash to, to buy that. So I think with that target or with that objective, I can take up gigs in a short burst of time. So maybe in a week, I can get that amount of money to get, my dream dress or something. And then I love the flexibility of gigs, I think. What do you think, Aisha? You don't have to work like a full month. You can, like set up your target of rewards, and then you can go there by taking out gigs and then get rewarded.
I agree with you. Like macam kita patut ada masa terluang and then kita pula ada duit juga untuk reward kita.
Okay. Kalau ikutkan Aisyah kan still belajar kan?
Betul. Aisyah
see. Betul.
Aisyah final year student.
Yes. Tengok final year student still lagi ada masa untuk bekerja. So that's why kita selected handpicked by our panel to bring on this live.
I'm also very curious. I want to ask Aisha. I want to ask, right, how long you have been gigging? You mean you're taking part times? Like, have you started during your year one, or you're like, okay, you have that calling, like Aisha, let's start gigging in year 3. I'm not sure. Maybe you can share to us, like, when did you start the new journey of taking gigs?
Okay, for others yang curious, okay, firstly Aisha start masa baru this year 2021 in March, since pandemic kan everyone PKP, pergerakan, so everyone in home, so I like macam life university is not so maksudnya I tak terasa sangat life university tu. That's why I macam ambil peluang tu untuk cari kerja part time with my skill yang ada, skill yang I ada. So like I already giggles with keyword almost like 7 months, 8 months.
So selama 7 bulan tu apa yang you rasa? I mean enjoy ke? Satu word saja, satu word yang boleh menggambarkan you punya perasaan bila kerja dengan Quirk selama 7 bulan ni.
Happy.
Happy, yes. Betul.
Happy.
Kita nak happy kan? Ya. Betul.
Ya,
Kita kalau kerja
betul.
kita tak happy, tak best. Serius.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So how about Nat? Jom you from your
Yeah.
side lah. From your side lah. You sendiri pun pernah buat kerja-kerja I mean part time. Yeah.
At gigs. Yeah, I think I started my first gig when I was in college. Same as Aisha. I think my first gig was to create an illustration for this band, and then I never had the experience where people would pay me for the illustration. So my first gig was that drawing projects I did for my friends, but I got paid. And then I think that was a very happy moment for me, because I didn't think that that is career options I had back then. So from there, I know that, beside my 9-to-5 career, I can have something aside. I can have my side hustles, and also those kind of gigs, which is the illustration gigs, are the type of work that makes me happy, really happy, because that aligns to my true passion. So I think the sense of reward in gigging is also when you are able to find gigs that are really, resonates to your passions. For me personally,
I agree with Natalie. If we work with passion, we will happy. Without passion, stress.
So it seems that Natalie and Aisha have gigging kind of experience, right? So I want to ask, like, before you decide going into taking up gigs, what are the things you guys consider? Like, okay, what is your factor to consider taking up gigs? Like, to tell you, right, I also have experience of doing some gigs, but I don't know that's a gig word during my university. It's just very new to me. So I would say my gig experience, things I consider is more about, okay, how would I feel? How would I feel my 4 years gap in a resume? So that's why my first experience was doing cold calling, like cold calling to companies, like ask, hey, do you want to purchase this? What is your problem? So these so my factor of consideration is more about I want to develop myself. So that's why I take up part-time. So motivation wasn't my money wasn't my motivation, but experience and skill sets was my motivation. So how about you guys? What are the things you consider before taking up gigs?
Okay, for me, what I consider first motivate to working part-time is update experience for me, and then update value lah for me in next job. So basically I working just part-time in here, and then I need to have a more experience to add my value, maksudnya untuk tambahkan nilai pengalaman bekerja untuk majikan lain pandang untuk I ni berkualiti dalam dan berguna untuk dalam company dia.
Okay, but is it fun, Aisha? Is it fun doing part time? Do you think it will reward you? Do you think it will reward you like taking up gigs?
Working part time is not terlalu membebankan lah. It depends on masing-masing punya cara macam mana dia nak handle schedule dengan assignment, dengan kerja part time yang kena everyday kita kena buat kerja untuk update dengan pekerja-pekerja, and then depends on our schedule lah, how we plan our schedule wisely, and then so we happy lah, we work.
Okay. How about you, Natalie? Natalie, what are the things you consider before taking up gigs?
I think I can relate to the point that Aisha just said about I think I would start gigging if I know I can add value to the employer or to clients or to the projects. But this is of course different for everyone. I think someone would start gig to to upskill to they can only test out their skills by taking up gigs, because in university I don't think we have the space for that. So I think taking up gigs we can get from employers is the best way to test out our skills and to put our skills into practice. So
Yep.
my motivation back then was, I started gigging when I had the confidence to add value to the projects. Because in my line of gigging, since it's related to illustration, you have to build your portfolio first.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's really, a long journey. But then when I know I had the skills that I can add to the projects, I kick off that way. And then start my
Saya nak
gigging
tambah
career.
lah, Aisyah nak tambah.
Okay.
Ya, betul.
Boleh tambah Aisyah, tambah.
Boleh. Tambah.
For my first factor lah kenapa I working while studying is of course lah kita nak ada simpanan duit sendiri kan, betul. So cost saving
Yeah.
is one factor lah. Takkanlah macam you dah umur 20 then you tak ada simpanan langsung kan for yourself kan. So my
agree.
focus to is saving for futures, emergency purpose that we don't know.
Yeah.
So we have a backup cover. So like saving money ni like macam helping lah for us to tidak boros. Sebenarnya orang dapat gaji part time budak-budak kan. Bagi makan kawan.
And lagi kan Aisyah, during I think my time, I never don't have this kind of platform, like you do gig, you get money and then you get experience. Like bro, I don't have that privilege. Like now
sekarang banyak.
Yeah, now all the opportunities, like there's a lot of gigs is happening and it's fun to meet people also lah. Okay.
Actually masa I mean zaman I dekat college, dekat university, actually I banyak spend my time dekat sana lah. I mean hostel lah, dekat every weekend kan. I tak balik ke rumah sebab because jauh. So I terpaksa susah payah untuk cari I mean I need to create initiative lah macam mana I nak tambahkan income. Because my expense, my monthly expenses pun even though in the first semester, my parents, my father only gave me 50 ringgit to survive for 1 month,
Can feel you, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so
Can feel you.
Yes. So right now banyak dah platform yang macam ni, and then tenang lah, you just nak apply je kan. So you tambah skill you, macam Aisyah cakap lah, dia pun sendiri dah tambah skill dia banyak and dapat macam-macam exposure kan, because dia akan jadi different than others punya people ataupun giggers yang mana yang belum gig. Dan bila dia gig, dia akan dapat exposure, a good exposure in working environment lah. Alright. So yes,
masuk lagi.
Yes. Natalie, you have I mean you have anything to ask to Aisyah?
Yes. Since Aisyah mentioned about how she balances out her day with with gigging and then with classes, I'm just curious of how do you organize your day? Maybe you have specific days that when you go gigging, and then from during work days you attend class. How do you organize your day, Aisyah? I'm curious.
Okay, basically jadual degree ni tak sama macam diploma atau sekolah macam hari-hari ada kelas tau. So like jadual degree ni kita boleh susun. Kita nak hari apa, kita nak hari apa ada kelas, kita nak ada apa ada kelas. So contohnya Aisyah bangun pagi, so Aisyah akan organize my schedule. Pagi Aisyah akan buat apa dulu. Kerja kalau contohnya kalau ada cari part time.
Okay, it's happen all the time.
This is the reality of virtual world. Let's give a moment.
Just face it. Aisyah will be
back.
Hi.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Right.
Hi Aisyah.
Hi.
You were saying, you were saying about how you schedule out your days in the morning before you start your day.
Okay.
I think Aisha is still connecting to the network.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I think
Organising,
biggest
I mean
struggle-
kita nak kena organize jugalah. I mean Aisyah as a student pun dia boleh, ataupun dia macam dia cakap salah satu cara which is she make her own punya schedule, which is subject shopping kan, dia kena shopping. Ada satu bila ada subject shopping is a very rindu betul lah subject shopping. You can shopping with subject you want. Yes.
Yeah.
So Aisyah, are you
Aisyah is
with
like-
us already?
Yeah, you're ready.
Okay, so boleh sambung yang tadi. Macam mana tadi you organizekan you punya day?
Okay, basically jadual degree ni tak sama macam jadual sekolah and then jadual diploma. Like macam you have every day ada kelas. Like degree ni saya boleh susun jadual saya nak hari apa dalam 5 hari tu. So basically bangun pagi tu saya akan contohnya Aisyah ada kelas cuma hari Selasa dengan Rabu.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Petang and then tapi banyak assignment lah yang kena buat.
Of course.
Kelas
You're
2 hari
busy.
assignment banyak.
Betul. And then I rasa macam boleh kerja sebab Aisyah takkan kerja tanpa fikir risiko tak hantar assignment, risiko macam tak ada kelas macam tu. Sebab sekarang pun kelas masih online, so I macam rasa macam masih boleh lagi untuk bekerja sambil belajar lah. So pagi-pagi tu Aisyah akan arrange schedule dulu. So pagi-pagi tu must wake up early lah. So basically Aisyah akan betul-betul luangkan masa 9:30 sampai pukul 4 untuk bekerja. And then malam tu pula Aisyah akan sambung untuk buat assignment lah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
really,
pelajar harapan.
Yes.
Pelajar harapan dan pekerja harapan pada masa hadapan.
Yes. She has the best of the both worlds. I think Aisyah, you're doing great.
Yeah. So Aisyah, we talk about risiko kan. So you talk about risiko kan Aisyah. So I wonder, how do you choose the right gig? Macam mana kamu pilih part time? So to suit your timetable lah. Because some part time need to be available. I'm not sure. A certain period, and some part time you just need to be there flexible. You do your job, you get it done. So how do you choose the right gig?
Okay, basically before I choose any part times, I see a requirements dulu. Maksudnya I akan tengok requirements apa yang dia perlukan untuk bekerja sebagai part time ni. So basically kalau dia perlukan part time untuk yang reti Excel, VBA skill, so Aisyah rasa Aisyah layak. Maksudnya macam part time yang
capable untuk buat lah.
Professional lah. Macam ada professional requirement something. Aisyah pernah buat part time macam warehouse assistant. Macam so dah lama macam tu Aisyah pun rasa macam Aisyah pun study juga. So Aisyah ada basic Excel. So Aisyah akan tengok dulu requirements dia. So kalau layak untuk Aisyah akan apply lah. That's how I pilih choose.
Aisyah choose gig yang kata bersesuaian dengan situasi sekarang lah. Okay, salah pilih pun nanti susah juga minta diri kan. Saya esok dah masuk kerja ni, kerja apa-apa yang tak suka, esok dah terus malas lah nak pergi, tak best lah kerja ni. Kan
traffic block lah, polis block lah tu.
Polis block lah, motor rosak lah, macam-macam lah alasan bila kalau dah hati tu tak nak pergi kerja, memang macam tu lah. Kan, dia macam-macam datang. Salahkan kucing lah, macam-macam.
Salahkan kucing beranak nanti lah.
Okay, so actually kan Aisyah nak tanya lah kan. So since dah buat part time dengan Cook ni, ada rasa macam nak kerja tetap terus tak? Macam best lah kerja ni lah kerja impian saya. Ke macam mana?
Tipulah, tak rasa macam tu kan. Tapi like macam Aisyah fikir like macam after last year third year student, final year student, I need to go intern. So I macam dilema sama ada nak terus ataupun intern tempat lain lah maksudnya.
I see.
So
Yeah.
So basically kalau you intern pun, kalau mestilah you rasa macam nak sambung kerja dekat situ kan, sebab you dah selesa 3 bulan kerja kat situ. And then sekarang pun susah nak cari kerja kan. So
Yes.
why not you cari tempat intern yang boleh terus serap you jadi full time.
Yes.
Terus ada kerja.
Yeah.
So, so
That's a
sekarang
great
Apa
strategy.
next week kontrak siap
That's how we give people full-time positions here on Quick.
No, you come to our live, you prepare your contract. Bro, what are you doing?
Production jangan marah saya just do my job. Okay. It's come out of the blue. Okay. Alright. Okay. So of course lah, macam saya dulu pun bila kita dah intern, kita hope macam kita dah sesuai, dah serasi dengan tempat kerja kita, tahu macam mana cari gaya kerja, environment. Of course kita rasa dah selesa kan. Tapi yelah, I mean if intern kita rasa tak secure, of course kita rasa bila hopefully kita pernah rasa tak, I mean jujur lah, bila buat kerja as a intern kan, of course you mesti kerja you nak tunjuk aku nak kena buat this project, ataupun if kita dapat task ni, kita buat project ni bagi betul-betul jadi supaya kita dapat kata ada chance untuk diserap masuk as a permanent worker. Pernah tak Babe mengaku cepat Dana?
Yeah, I think okay, I tell you my internship experience lah. Disclaimer, okay, I don't want to tell any of my company name, okay. But during my internship, okay, during my diploma internship, I would say it wasn't a good experience, but I learned my emotional management. You know, even though there's a bad thing happening, you still learn some good thing. But my degree internship, yes, I have a project I really want to work on, and I really say because for me rewarding is like I feel fulfilled, because I want to leave a position where I did something and I feel fulfilled. Then I'm counting, done. That's okay. I feel happy. So that is how I do the project.
I see.
Yeah.
Yep. I do have questions for Aisha though.
Yeah. Proceed.
I think, I think if we're being honest, gigging and working is not always fun. There's always struggles, especially if you are a uni student. Now, how do you make your gigging experience more fun, Aisha? I know when you're stressed out, what do you do? Maybe you can share with us how you deal with all this and make it a little bit more fun.
Basically, when kerja work from home pula tu kan, mesti kita rasa macam stress, bosan kan. Like macam I interact with my partner working, Anna, Nurina kan. So tak adalah bosan sangat, tak adalah macam sendiri sangat bekerja kan. So apa-apa yang almost communication lah, through WhatsApp, through call, anything lah. I macam confused, like macam nak tanya something, so okay lah benda tu. So if you have a partner working like untuk bercakap, okay lah. I rasa tak adalah stress. Sebab bila kita bekerja tempat baru, bila kita bekerja tempat baru kan, okay, kita dapat tambah kawan macam Atif, Atif, Dana, Natalie, I baru kenal you all, so tambah friendship, right?
Gitu.
Yeah, that's a really great outlook. So I think I can conclude from what Aisha said that the ideal gigging environment will be first, you can earn, second, you can upskill, and then like enrich your CV, and then the third is you have the support system you need. Yeah, Aisha. I think
she also emphasized on networking, like she meet us and then she has an opportunity to exchange ideas. Like Aisha, like Natalie, she's good at marketing. You can always ask her. I mean, there's an opportunity, you never know who you meet in gigs. You never know who you meet in your part-timing.
Yes.
That's exchange ideas.
We in company, we interact in other department lah, marketing, users, fulfillment. That's good connection lah.
That's nice, Aisha.
Yeah, connection. Yep.
Okay.
It's great that you mentioned that. Okay.
So kan, okay, saya ada satu lah nak tanya lah juga kan, since that bila macam saya dulu, saya suka relate kan diri saya because saya pun dulu student juga kan. So saya nak tahu lah juga kan, mungkin kawan kita berbeza kan, dua dua dunia yang berbeza. Kadang-kadang bila universiti ni dia ada lain kan. Okay, macam saya dulu buat kerja part time selalu kena yang kita apa, kena pulau lah, kena beli lah kan. Alah, kerja part time duit, alah, duduk ke sini study je lah, dapat duit bulan-bulan lah, belajar je betul-betul apa semua kan. So dia buat jadi at the same time dia buat rasa macam stress juga, I mean depressed juga kan. Apa hal pula tak
Like
kacau
you
ke?
rasa bersalah ke hati, you rasa bekerja ni salah ke?
Tu kan macam salah ke apa yang aku buat ni
Salah
kan,
ke
aku nak survive kan. Macam mana aku nak survive dengan hidup aku RM50 sebulan. Okay, I pernah duduk with RM50 a month. Okay, so I need to find another alternative. Okay. So macam Aisyah lah. Apa kawan-kawan support ke, macam mana ke? Kena herdik ke, kena hina ke kan? Cerita sikit.
Firstly, basically mestilah I kerja ni dapat support dari parents kan. Mestilah I tanya dulu, boleh ke Aisyah kerja macam ni everyday like kan. So my mom like macam okay, sokong. Saya tak macam mengganggu you punya schedule. Macam you pandai arrange schedule, that's okay, you go for it. So my first support my first tu family lah. Family, and then I fikir about future. So I have commitment. That's why I macam working while studying. Sebenarnya Aisyah ada commitment kereta.
Wow.
So macam Aisyah fikir kalau sekarang Aisyah dah start buat part time, and then every month Aisyah bayar, and then at the age 27 Aisyah dah ada kereta sendiri, cash, tak payah bayar hutang dah. So that's why macam fikir about future lah.
Wow, that's great, Aisyah. That's I'm clapping for you.
Yeah,
Sebab
for Aisyah.
Thank you.
Yeah, because you always look to the future, you know.
Yes.
And that's something we need to convey to people out there, is that when you gig, you have to also think about the future and where the gigging will lead to, I think.
Itulah dia panggil rewarding journey, macam kita punya tajuk kan.
Betul.
Nampak tak relate.
So Aisyah, how old are you now? Like how old are you now, Aisyah?
Umur saya sekarang 21 tahun.
So young.
Wow, so young.
Yeah, so young, and then you already think about car, and then you already pay your car. Like girl, you another level.
I like macam nak graduating, I nak graduate, I nak ada kereta, and then kalau nak kerja senang kan, takkan nak naik. Kalau kita kerja mana, boleh lah kerja ada distrik macam Kedah ke Perak ke. So that's why Aisyah fikir about car. I must have car.
That's a good mindset.
It's never too early. Betul. I think when I was 21, I did not think like what Aisyah just shared with us. I did not think about my future. But it's great knowing that out there people are, starting to plan out their future ahead with taking up internship and then part-time. It's really great.
During my 21 years old, I do nothing. I just doing some. I never talk about car. I never think about car. I never think about save my money to buy a car. But when I hear from 21 years old by telling this, like she's going to have a rewarding journey. I'm not exaggerating the topic, but she is a real example.
Yes. I agree. Your journey will reward you.
Emotional.
I'm getting emotional. Like, why do I have my thing just when 21? I can do, but I can have my car. Like, bro, whatever.
Everyone's journey is different, right? So everyone's journey based on environment. So maybe I think about future. Maybe because I want to be independent. To be independent woman.
Independent.
Really great.
Yes.
Good job.
Very great, Aisyah. You are very wise. Wow. I always I always in my mind like wow. Every time I hear you and then the words coming out from your mouth, it's really great.
Okay. So we actually kita pun dah macam nak habis kan. Tapi tak apa. I give for each one, Natalie and Dana, one question, a special question maybe to ask with to Aisyah lah. Kan apa yang nak tanya.
So I
Okay.
think my question to Aisha, right? My last question to her would be, Aisha, do you think focus on one skill or we should expand to many skills? Like as a general, you talking as a student, but not Aisha. Okay. What do
For
you think,
me,
Aisha?
as a student, should have a various skill uh, in in yourself lah. Maksudnya you added value with join other training untuk tambah skill you. Sekarang ni banyak training yang ada contohnya dekat LinkedIn, banyak dia offer untuk training untuk upgrade yourself experience dengan skill like macam interpersonal skill, like Excel skill, but just take a course tak adalah banyak sangat, RM30 per course training. So I think affordable for a student to take experience to upgrade skill apa yang ada dekat diri kita untuk majikan pandang dekat resume kita. I think that's the best way for student to have a various skill.
Thank you, Aisha. That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really great. And for my my end, I think I have a question for Aisha. The question is, I think, what would you like to say to, not only students but giggers out there looking for gigs? What are the lessons or things they should prepare before they jump into the gigging career? Karena Aisyah sudah 7 bulan gigging, so maybe you made mistakes and you learn from it, and you want to share to other people what lessons did you learn while you gig.
Okay,
Pesan-pesan.
my advice is don't afraid to take a new experience as a part-time. Any part-time you do, like just join je part-time untuk tambah pengalaman. Sebab sedikit sebanyak if you join part-time akan tambah you punya confidence level, communication skill untuk berinteraksi dengan orang ramai, berjumpa dengan orang ramai. That's macam lebih mudahkan you untuk bekerja dengan orang lain lah. Sebab kita bekerja as a teamwork, as a team, that's why kita tak boleh bersendirian. So kita kena selalu keluar untuk berinteraksi dengan orang ramai macam tu. So as from my view, like even you must think about yourself first to try to be independent lah. So I think the best way is you find giggers in keyword. That's the best way, because in keywords you can get any part-time you want. Like that's the best experience lah, the best moment. Sepanjang I kerja dengan keyword, that's the best moment. I banyak pengalaman yang belajar lah dengan keyword.
Yeah.
Alright, satu perkongsian yang sangat-sangat kata ni lah, pengalaman ni boleh dicari tapi susah untuk digambarkan. Kan, so kalau kita dah hadapi pengalaman tu, kita cannot if siapa yang mendengar tu dia tak boleh nak imagine macam mana kan, dia takkan sama. So I think kita pun dah sampai ke kita punya penghujung kita punya show, and thank you very much Aisyah sebab sudi bersama dengan kita, ada bersama dengan Dana, Natalie, dengan saya, and layan kerana kita dalam Borak Kerjaya episod 5 episod 5 ni. Hopefully tak apa. Tadi saya gurau. Saya minta maaf if let's say kalau saya pun ada tersilap kata ke apa kan. Alright. Okay, so
you inspired us, really.
Yes, betul. Ni kita ni ada ni lah, dapat kita dapat share, kita dapat kutip sikit informasi daripada dia. And anything last from you before we really end this show, Dana and Natalie?
Like what I want to say is every week in Borak Kerjaya we bring giggers, they just inspire with their stories.
Yes.
And I think this story should outreach to many people. No matter student, giggers, so they feel that your story matters too, right? So that is my last word.
Betul. Natalie?
And from my end, I think I will sleep tonight, being inspired by what Aisha just shared with us. I think it's very amazing hearing from people who are on the ground doing the gig. So thank you for tuning in. And I think every month we'll have this kind of a setting where we invite giggers to talk with us.
Yep. All right.
So thank
So
you,
thank you,
Aisha.
Natalie. Thank you,
everyone.
Diana.
Thank you,
And thank you,
so much,
Aisha.
everyone. Thank you.
See you guys on the next episode. Ya. Jangan lupa share this live untuk orang lain semua
Yep.
tahu. Okay. Jangan kedekut. Free
Yep,
je.
share and like.
Bye, Aisha.
Okay. Okay, bye. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much, Aisha.
Everyone.
Happy to be here. Bye-bye.